There are over 1,100 establishments with food safety licenses in Peoria County. I dug through about 600 of them listed as restaurants on the health department's website. But how does one classify a place as dirty dining? Drain flies, rodent droppings, live and dead cockroaches, no hot water, and an overflow of sewage were just some of the things that we found. What exactly are inspectors looking for, and how do they come up with the score? First, we want to take you to a restaurant that has a great record, scores up in the 90s and even a 100. Welcome to Ludy's in Kickapoo, known for great burgers. Peoria County Health Department Inspector Kate Brown is here to see if Ludy's will pass the test yet again.
Everyone starts out at 100 and you go down from there.
Brown inspects every part of a restaurant from front to back, from the bar to the floor.
I look for overall cleanliness, see if there's any little critters that are not welcome.
Also making sure solution is properly sanitized.
I'm going to look between 200 to 400 parts per million.
There are 45 critical and non-critical violations restaurants can get. Non-critical violations probably won't make anyone sick, but affect overall cleanliness. Critical problems, as you might expect, are worse and are more likely to affect your health. One of the most common critical violations is restaurants not correctly labeling a product after it's opened. Food at the wrong temperature.
38. Temperature's good.
And hand washing.
Turn the faucet back off with a paper towel. Otherwise, you're recontaminating your hands.
Those are the most common mistakes, but Brown says you need to look at more than the score.
Once you look at the entire inspection, then you can draw your conclusion and see whether things were able to be corrected on the spot or if there's a more imminent health hazard and they needed to be closed during that inspection or rechecks need to be followed up.
So what's the secret for how Ludy's maintained higher scores in 2015?
They get a little bonus if we get 100 because it's that important to us, and you know that it takes a little extra effort for everybody to pitch in, everybody to do just a little bit and keep up on it every day.
Another score in the 90s for Ludy's. So which restaurants had the lowest scores? We dug through hundreds of documents from last year to find restaurants who scored the best and those who scored the least. Here's what we found. Around 28 restaurants scored under 80, some even in the 50s. We start off with River City Cafe and Grill in Peoria. It scored a 51 on an inspection in November. It racked up 22 violations, 7 were critical. They include molded provolone cheese and a lack of dishwashing solution. The restaurant was rechecked 2 weeks later and scored an 80. The owner says he's been battling health issues and is working to bring the scores back up. Willie's Tamales got a 56 in September. The critical violations, drain flies throughout, and toilet water draining from a bathroom onto the floor of a kitchen. The establishment was shut down until the problems were fixed, but the next month it was shut down again. Finally, it reopened and finished the year with a 100 and a 95. We called the owner, but have not heard back. Next, Smokin' Notes Barbecue in Peoria scored a 62 in December. It had 20 violations, 4 of them were critical. They include raw ribs stored uncovered on top of a garbage can and hand sanitizer too close to food. The owner tells me he's working to improve that score. And you're probably wondering which restaurants had the best score. There were many with a perfect 100. In fact, there were over 2 dozen. 3 of them are Sweet Cece's, Nick's Deli, and Be Easy. For the full list, head to our website, tnnewsnow.com. Click on the story Dirty Dining. Follow the link at the bottom of the page to see how clean or not so clean your favorite places in the county really are. I'm Jessica Cook. Now back to you.